Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, and there are a lot of buyouts we're going to go over today that nobody knows is going on and nobody's talking about them. So we're going to get right into this Market Watch, but before I do, if you guys could smash that like button, that'd be great. I know I ask every video, but hitting that like button not only helps me in the algorithm, but helps boost my self-confidence. So if you guys could hit that like button, that'd be wonderful. Subscribe as well, like 30% of you guys are not subscribed. If you're buying any cards off TCG Players, my link down in the description below. Check out the other two sponsors, Whatnot, Tapio Cards. And thank you to my YouTube channel members and consider being one. Now, very quick update. My videos are going to be coming up later in the day for the next 2 weeks. The reason being is because we have a ban list coming soon in late August. I do not want to record a video, upload it, and then within 30 minutes or during, I'm about to upload or even like an hour before, we get the ban list, so then I have to film the ban list reaction, and then I have to film the ban list market watch. It would just be redundant. So I'm just gonna wait till after 3 to film / upload videos, unless it's like a quick news video, just for the next 2 weeks. You guys shouldn't be experiencing too many changes. Just instead of like a lunchtime upload, expect closer to dinner time. Now, Breakthrough Skill Ulti. I talked about this card in hat format because it is really prevalent in that format, as well as this card has the chance to come back, since in a way it's kind of like setting imperm, right? But during the your turn, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you banish this card from the graveyard and target face effect monster puck controls, negate that target's effect until the end of this turn. It would be a very specific way this card comes back into the format, but I guess I don't know if this is something at YCS or anything, or if it's just hat format getting more popular, but the non-slobbered copies are $50, and I don't have filters on for this. I don't even have verified, so this is just what's here. If you got your ultis when they were cheaper, good job, you made some money. I mean, if we can actually, like, wow, yeah, look at all these sales. Pretty crazy. Like, you saw first set selling at 20, which were really good. Bunch here, right? August had a lot of sales, and you could even see some of the unlimited selling at like 15 there. At $50, you definitely missed this ship. Ultras, which I've talked about at about $3 to $4-ish dollars. You have unlimiteds at 3 here, but if we put filters on to see the real listings here, $8 for your first eds, going up to 10. If you're not okay with not getting a first ed stamp, you know what, $3-4, not too bad either. If you don't have your breakthrough skills and you missed your boat on the ultis, getting OG ultras for less than 5 is pretty good. If you want to get that first set for $8, I still think that's a great idea. I mean, Cosmo Blazer is a great set. It's iconic, and hey, it's over 10 years old, which is like insane. I don't like admitting that this set is over 10 years old. We got some more Mimighoul support, which I've had Mimighoul buyouts, but I thought I might as well show it for those who don't know. This is the first secret in Rage of Abyss, and I love this artwork a lot. Now, it's a continuous spell called Mimighoul Charm. Once per chain during the main phase. Once per chain, all right? Very specific, you guys remember that. If a Mimighoul monster your opponent controls is flipped face up, you can randomly choose one face down card in your opponent's extra deck, and if it is a monster that can be special summoned it to your field, but it cannot activate its effect during this turn. So you basically ripped their extra deck. If it wasn't or couldn't be special summoned, banish that card. And you can only use this effect twice per turn. So luckily they put a little bit of limiting on this, because if they didn't have the twice per turn, I would be very concerned. Now, this is just the first secret. I'm happy to see them get a good card, because our TCG exclusives like Tistana and other archetypes just have not hit. They were a little better with this, which I'm really happy about, because this at least reads like a good card. And they're probably going to have more, but this is what we have so far. So, dog, what is this? My grandmother is locked in the cage until the ban list is out, Konami. The ball is in your court. I recommend a swift release to allow her to leave quickly. Dog. Yo, Terry. Yo, calm down, Terry. Man, that's still better living conditions than retirement homes, though. You know, I'm okay with Twitter once in a while. Anyway, the buyouts for Mimighouls. So, you have Infinite Forbidden, you have the QCs at about $70. I told people Mimighouls will spike once they get their new support. Same, it happened with Ashen, it happened with Tristana, right? They just weren't good. And Ashen's spike was not that much because a lot of people were finally getting the formula of, oh, we're going to get these TCG exclusive archetypes that are have promise and then get the worst possible support imaginable constantly. So people finally started picking up on that, so the Ashen buyouts weren't that bad. But yeah, Mimighoul Dungeon, $57-$70 here. In fact, I actually happen to be the lowest seller here. Yeah, these are quite a bit. At 30, they were pretty good because the regular ultras were like 6-7. Today, the regular ultras are about $10 here. You've got your Mimighoul Master QCs at 37, which is very fair in my opinion. With the ultras sitting here about what, $3-4? About $3-4. So this one, not as much movement, but lower on listings. A lot of people do like Mimighouls. They love the artwork. They love how they play. And they are being played with Kashtira right now, which that could change depending on the ban list. If Kashtira gets hit or not. Diamond Direwolf here from Cosmolish. This is also getting bought out. Right now, these are $5, and there's no first eds. I don't have the filter for first ed. There's no first eds. For non-slobbered on copies, this is what your ceiling is right now. The last first edition sold at $22.14 to give you a rough estimate, though. Now, there's a couple reasons why this is most likely getting bought out. The first one is going to be extremely niche, but I want to mention it because I talk about it every time I go over Diamond Direwolf. Now, there is a misprint with Cosmo Blazer where you can get certain cards in the background with certain cards. Now, one of them, unfortunately, is the Mermail card. But with Diamond Direwolf, you can get Madra, I believe, in the background. And it's kind of hard to see, but it does exist. And those misprints go from $300 to $400. They're quite rare, and they're not very well known about, except for misprints group. So I'm wondering if this is people fishing for the misprint. Because I will tell you this, vendors, and I don't care what stores you tell me. Granted, maybe one or two. It depends on who sees it, right? Like, I know someone at a certain store, they'll know to check the Diamond Direwolves, but most places, and I'm not talking mom and pop shops or your place that you go to locals, I'm talking about the big stores, don't know about this misprint. And it's very hard to tell it, but they go for a lot of money if you find one, and I'm wondering if somebody was fishing for one. That is the first thought I had, because these that misprint has exploded in popularity. Now, extremely niche reasoning aside, this is probably because of something coming up that people want to use it for, or hat format, because this is actually a staple card in hat format. People use this similar to how people use Nightmare Cerberus / Phoenix, where you would detach this and you would use it to get rid of a card you desperately need off the field. You are putting in, say, technically using 2 cards to make 1 card to trade 1 for 1. Granted, some decks do actually play, the Beast Warriors. So Diamond Direwolf is a better generic card than people think in that format. Like, for example, back in hat format, you actually play this in Madolche because you could just pop the Mewfill and you're good. And that, or like, I forgot, does hat format have Hoot Cake? No, hat format does not have Hoot Cake, I believe. So you don't pop Hoot Cake because Hoot Cake does not exist yet. But you could use it if we ever got, Dragon Ruler format. If that ever becomes popular and you want to play Madolche, there you go. There's another one. But it's probably because of hat format. Unless there's something I don't know, let me know in the comment section below. Dimensional Fissure, this is also getting bought out. People do realize how grave heavy Yu-Gi-Oh! Is and has been for a very long time. Now, I will say this, though. The grave was always a part of the game, but it's never been as big as it has been in the last few years when you look throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when you look at the smaller scale of things, all that. And people are expecting the shifter ban, and people are actually taking a Dimensional Fissure here, especially because the thing about this is if you're going first, what you could do is you can use your combo, do everything you need to, and then activate Dimension Fissure after you're done with everything. And then kind of blow out your opponent. Right now, these are 7, first sets are 8. Now, someone told me that first sets are getting fished out of the market here. 8 goes up to $20. So they are surely but slowly going out. Now, there are 2 secrets. I pulled up the raw yellow. We're going to put the Legendary Collection here. Now, these for first eds are actually, yeah, 8, 9, 12, 20s. So this is following the same pattern here as well. So if you want your high rarity dimensional fissures, I would definitely go ahead and grab them while you can. You do have the dual sagas here at like $3 to $4. You do have the Battles of Legends, Monsters Revenge here for $2-3. I'm gonna tell you this: Monsters Revenge is just a set that keeps on giving. Like this set was quite fantastic. Like when you look at like a lot of the cheaper cards, here, I mean, they're probably gonna figure out some buyout as we go. Yep, there's one. Okay, 11 listings. That's a little too. That's a little too low. That's too damn low. Wow, look at this. Finding cards throughout the market. Watch, man, just explode. Okay, basically you have Synchro Wave, you have this, you had the Terraforming, you had the Infernal at 60 listings. You actually had a lot of good stuff here. Anyway, Dark Arm Dragon, 48, going up to 75. I mean, this card's gone bought out before, it's getting bought out again. It's cool in Edison, and I'll tell you this, Ghost does not look good. Then you have Tri-Edge Master. Now, this is being played in White Forest and a different deck I can't think of the name of, but White Forest is one that plays this. Right now, they're $40, going up to 50s. Then you have Spiral Quick Fix. It's banlist season. People are expecting Spiral cards to come off. 30 goes up to 100. Nobody's going to pay at 50s on these, or at least I hope not, unless we see them give us Back Resort or Master Plan. That's what it is. And then number 13, 15, 23, 45. To keep it a buck, I got nothing. I think it's just a high rarity number card going up. Cunning of the Sixth Samurai. Now, we're getting a lot of Sixth Samurai support in Rage of the Abyss. And I always tell people to look at the cards, not at buyout, but at between buyout and hype prices. So, let's say a month before Rage of Abyss, that's when you should start looking at your Sixth Samurai cards. Month and a half, right? Kind of see where the buyouts out. Now, Cunning of the Sixth Samurai got bought out as an ulti. The 42 for first ed, and everything else is just slobbered on. I don't have any filters, as you see here. Like, it's just... You either get slobbered on copies for way too much money, or you get that one copy of first ed. Kizaru card needs a reprint ASAP, and I really mean this. Like, they reprinted, I believe it was Fuma in Dual Overload or Dual Power. So one of the two, this was 2018 or 2020. In fact, it's going to bother me. Let's just go Fuma here. Dual Overload. So that was a 2020 set. And this card was a good reprint, but for some reason they did this thing with Six Samurai and Midolce and probably some other archetypes where they barely gave any of the reprints there. They just sprinkled one or two. And I really, really hated that, because here we are 4 years later, and Kizaru, this is the more important card. No reprint. They're 15 now. I'll tell you this, if Six Samurai do anything or people get hyped, this will go to 30, 40 again. Shien ultis are, let's see here, 38, 40. So about the same price for unlimiteds. First eds are $70, 92. Can the ultis go up more? Absolutely. I mean, the sales here, people are really gunning for those first eds. I'll tell you that. I don't. Because I think I have sales filtered. Hold on. How are these selling in general? So first eds, there's 2 of them sold on the 17th for first ed near mint, and then they're selling. They are selling. They have a lot of good movement here. They'll probably get even more movement. United here, these are like 30, 45, 50. I'm telling you this right now. If Konami's smart, they'll put gateway to sell the product. I mean, we have 45 there, 74. This card is accessible because it has the commons. Luckily, 3 commons, luckily. And then the Spirit Warrior Super isn't like going to go too crazy. But this one, the OG, the first eds go crazy. $30 for first ed light play. You can eat my shorts. Allure of Darkness Ultimate Rare here. Now, someone said to me that these were a lot cheaper than they used to be. And I want to look at Unlimited first before I say anything. So, Unlimiteds are $70 for a light play. Very fair. $100. What are first ed? 133, 145. Going up to 194. So, they're cheaper here. But these are kind of quick sales before they go up by a lot. I mean... Yeah, as you could see here, first eds were cheap for like the last year. It doesn't matter if this gets reprinted in QC. The ulti is the ulti. It's going to look way better, and people are going to want this for old format. I think that Allure of Darkness definitely is a card that if you wanted it, this card was selling and moving for anywhere from $250 to $325 for years. And it has sunken down. It stayed there, but it is slowly but surely creeping back up. OG Ultras. Now, I've stanned this version for quite a bit. These are like $10. I remember I told people to get first eds at like $6 to $7. Now they're double and going up even further, honestly. But we do have the Speed Duel Ultra that people like a lot more. We do have the Speed Duel Secret that people like more. We do have normal supers of this card and normal ultras as well. This card has seen reprint after reprint of base of the same rarity or higher throughout the last year and a half or two. Yet the ultra has still stood the test of time and have stood pretty strong. If you want to get some bling bling and some high rarity and you don't want to spend $100-something, first ed, clean, I still think this isn't bad. Goyo Guardian. Now, Goyo Guardian has been moving across the map here for Edison. Right now, the ultis are 61. Also, if you have not hit that like button, please smash that like button. $70, 75 for your unlimiteds. Really not that bad. First eds are still on crackhead prices, though. DTs, same thing, about $20 here. Okay. They've been 20 for a while. Now, the premium golds are going up from, like $3, going up to like 5, 6 here. I don't know why the premium golds are selling. I don't know why people would buy this, but literally in August, in the last, let's call it 8, 9 days, I don't want to count all this, but I'm already almost done. 10, 14 copies have sold. And as you scroll down, it gets even worse. I don't know why people are buying the gold version, but please do better with your life. Ultras are like a solid dollar. Yeah, you just get this copy. Please don't get the premium gold version. These do also go up to $5 as well. I guess people also like the Dual Saga Ultra and how it looks. You've got your 5D ones, which these look very, very nice for clean supers. $4. This is the version I would recommend because not only is 5Ds a more rare copy to grab, but it's a very cool looking clean super. OGs. Now, this is what I'm very curious at. All right, 10 for unlimited is not bad. 10, 11. Very good. Then first sets are 15. Honestly, if you're going to get a copy that's like $5 or more, you might as well grab this. If you want to grab the super for 4, it's nice, it's rare, it looks cool, but OGs for that price, not bad. And then you have the Secret Earth for the tins. These are about, I mean, these do look nice. People like how these look. These secrets are very, very unique. Tin secrets always look very unique. Unique. 15, 20-ish dollars, not bad. And then Dark and Dragon, this also got bought out. These are $40, $50. Yeah, it's just insane to me, honestly. For Dark and Dragon, the Edison BUYOUTS went crazy. Now, Fiendsmith here, you got this one, the YCS, which, by the way, I do want to talk about that for a second now that we're near the end of the market watch. The YCS only had apparently 915 players, but I heard it was 800 for the longest time. I don't know who they're including in those numbers as well, because I heard people say, hey, they reported closer to 1,000, but it was like 800 because, people, weren't as much in the main event. They're more in the side events or something like that. The event went like everyone thought it was with Fiendsmith, Snake Eye. Just very boring. Don't want to really add much to it. I'm just waiting for the ban list like 90% other people. 233 for your QCs. These are like, what, 110? Lower today, 95. It's weird because people think this will get hit. Fiendsmith is way too new to get hit. These cards aren't getting hit. Like, I really don't understand why people are saying that Forbidden... Like, it's really weird to me because we used to have a minority of people who didn't know how the game worked, but they were stupid in general. But now we have people who legit have been playing the game for years, and they're like, look, guys, I know this set came out like 1 month ago, but Konami's gonna hit these cards, guys. They're gonna hit Engraver, and it's like, how do you just like, how do you process information in your adult life? I'm sorry, it's just so stupid to me. Like, it really just tells me about your intelligence outside of the game. QCs are like 48, which are actually very good to go grab it. 42 here for your Requiems, 15 listings getting bought out. Then Secret to 8. Remember, we're going to find more Light Fiends to abuse this card, but hey, people want to still list them for less than 10. Go for it and be dumb. And you got your Requiems for $2. With that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Not going to push this to the 20-minute mark. Just remember, let me know what cards I'm going over in the next Market Watch in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And I think my next Market Watch, you're going to have a cool giveaway. Peace.